Dear students, Pinopressure is generally the name for a collection of various treatment methods and techniques drawn from different therapies. However, it relies very heavily on tools. I have a box like this in front of me. This box was created specifically with tools in mind to make the therapist's work easier. Basically, I made it for myself because I like to have everything organized enough so that the tools aren't scattered around, so they're not rolling around in my pockets or somewhere in my backpack. That's why I decided to make a box that would look good and be compact. And in this box, you can store exactly the tools that I want to show you. And a bit of history on this topic. When you open the box, you have the whole set in front of you of pin punches and pins in this small box. We'll get to that in a moment. You can use the box. You can easily put it in your pocket and close it. The pins don't poke or tear holes in your pocket. It often happened that I always had holes in my jacket or my pants. Not to mention that once I sat down on a pin because it had turned around. That hurt a bit. That's why from that moment on, I decided I needed a box like this. All the more so because when we visit patients, not in the office, but when we go out to see them, it all looks good as well. And above all, it's comfortable for us. The box for the pins is designed so that the pins are easy to access, but also safe at the same time. We can take out the pins with a single motion, which gives us immediate access. The pins are made of brass, an alloy that also contains some nickel. That's why it sometimes happens that patients may be allergic to nickel. So it's important to ask that question. How do we deal with that later? I'll explain in a moment. On one end, the pin is finished with a spatula, which is used to apply compression to the surface of the skin, and a sharp tip, which is used for techniques like GRAT. We'll talk about the techniques later, but here I'll mention a few elements. It also has grooves that are spaced quite closely together, and through experience it turned out that this particular arrangement of grooves provides comfort when working with various techniques. So that's what we have when it comes to the pins and the material they are made from. It's also very easy to store such tools. We close it and put it away.